and I saw this dress and it was Chloe. All right, my loves. So today I thought I would do a video for you. By the way, let me just get the elephant out of the room. I'm getting over a cold, so I might be coughing every now and again. So apologies for that. And the other thing is I'm downstairs in the kitchen area because Michael is upstairs kind of still sleeping. And I need to get this video shot because I have to go out this morning for an appointment. So I wanted to get this out of the way. Yeah, I wanted to show you some vintage finds that I got in. I was gonna vlog it and post it here, but I just didn't really, I don't know, I just got wrapped up with being at the event, so I didn't do it. But anyway, I was doing it for TikTok instead. That will go up on there. I went to a current affair, right? And it is I think it's like twice a year in New York. It just happened last weekend, and it's going to happen again in November, I believe. They have it in LA as well, and they're on Instagram. And they invited me to, it's basically like the Manhattan Vintage Fair, where it's all under one roof, and it's like, 80 vendors all selling vintage, very highly curated, beautiful pieces. The prices range from, my goodness, as low as maybe $150. So it's not like bargain basement thrifting going through the bins type of place. A lot of designer, mostly I would say designer vintage, but there's some that's not. So it's a mix mash of all different things. So I went, and the prices can go up to like 8,000. I mean, it's crazy, but it's a beautiful feast for the eyes. And as somebody who is a lover of vintage and of just beautifully made pieces, it was just jaw-dropping just to walk into that space. So I did find some dresses because like I said, I've been on a bit of a dress hunt at the moment. So I wanted to show you the dresses I picked up from there. What else did I want to say to you? Yeah, I think I said it all. I've got a cold. I'm shooting down here because Michael's sleeping upstairs. And then what was the other thing I wanted to say to you? Sorry, I am here. I'm just blowing my nose because of my cold. Okay, I'm back. So, and the other reason why I didn't do a video last week was because I just wanted a week off. So I took it. Simple as that. I went to Montalk up east, and we just spent like about 3 days just chilling out, and I didn't want to record whilst I was away. Simple as that. So, right, the dresses are right here, so I'm just gonna like go straight in. Oh yeah, so the vintage fair is it's held in a place called, it's in Brooklyn, and it's a place called Industry City. And I'm going to show you on the screen here some footage of what it looks like, and just show you some of what I saw. It was just absolutely fantastic. I saw these brown suede boots with like, what do you call that at the front? There's a name for that, where it has almost like fringing on the front of it. I loved those boots. If those were my size, I would have snapped those up immediately. I thought they were so cool. The Chanel braces, how cool are those? Like to wear with anything, right? Anyway, there was just so many cool, just cool pieces. Dresses, slip dresses, just one of a kinds that, you walk into a room or walk out your front door, and you're the only one. You're a one of one. And I think that's what's so unique about vintage. And the space was very well curated. The sellers have done the work for you, so you just have to just look around and rummage, and it really is just so cool to support all these small businesses under one roof. And that's exactly what I did. So I'm going to show you, and I was going to show you on the screen what I was wearing right here. I had on my leopard print skirt that I think that was from, was that Urban? I can't remember. But I'll leave a link for it below if it's available. That leopard print skirt and a black body suit, vintage suede fringe jacket, and my Doc Martens. And that was kind of it. Oh, my Gucci horsebit bag, 1955. So that was my look for the whole event. It was all kind of like shades of brown, basically. But I felt very me. especially wearing like the slip skirt with like the Doc Martens. That's a very Karen thing. And I've had those Doc Marten Jadens forever. And OG subscribers, you know about those boots. But anyway, it's not too much, but they are gorgeous. So first up is this beautiful sheer dress. How stunning is this? I'm going to come in close so you can see it. It's like an off-white kind of, how would you describe this color? I don't even know how I'd describe it, but look, isn't this beautiful? Look at the workmanship on it. Look at the sleeves. Like I said, it's a transparent dress. Something like this I would wear with either intentional underwear, which is like monochromatic, to as much as possible match this particular dress, like large granny panties, and then the bra as well. So you see it, but it becomes part of the look. I wanted to show you as well the bottom. Look at the hem. Isn't this beautiful? It's just absolutely jaw-dropping. Or I could wear like a slip dress underneath it if I want, just to make it a little more opaque. Yeah, I just thought it was such a stunning, beautiful dress. And that is how I would wear something like this. I feel like the sheer trend is something that is like a forever sort of moment, really. And especially during like the spring, summer, it's like, well, I'm not gonna say spring, it's summer. Let's not kid ourselves, it's June, Karen. It's a perfect time to sort of toe dip into it. And you can do it, I think the easiest way is like a skirt. And I believe like from the high street, I think, is it Mango does it? You can get them at all different price points from, you know, Net-a-Porter, My Theresa Louis, Via Roma, Mango, like I said, deliberately sheer skirts, which I think looks stunning. And it's so easily to just team those kind of things with like something that's opaque and longer to cover here, right? Whether it's a button-down shirt that you wear with it, whether it's a longer line t-shirt, you know, something a little bit oversized and boxy. One thing I like to wear underneath is like a cycling short. That's like my trick. Cycling shorts are tight, and you just wear them underneath. So it doesn't matter if it shows a little bit and you just feel like you're covered, but you're still enjoying the sheerness of the material and the garment. So those are the kind of my tips for wearing something like a skirt, which is a great, like I said, toe dip into wearing sheerness. But for me, I am absolutely fine to wear something like this. It's stunning. It's just too good. It was too good to not take. And I just think it's just the most beautiful, ethereal, lightweight piece. And I said this before my TikTok, but this reminds me of something from the Marie Grazia Dior collection for 2026, which went down the runway, I think it was last week. And I'm going to show you a couple of pictures on the screen. And it just goes to show that you can sort of replicate or echo what is happening in the designer fashion world, but in your own way. And I thought this was such a beautiful way to do it, right? Isn't this gorgeous? It's just so good. I'm sorry, I just love it. Okay, hold on, let me show you the next one. Okay, so the next piece I bought, you're gonna hear it before you see it. Right? That's how noisy it is. It has coins all over it. The seller said it's from Egypt, and as soon as I saw it in the hanger, I slipped it on over my outfit. I took my jacket off and I put it on. As soon as I put it on, I was like, yep, done, wrap it up. It is just so good. Here it is. It's a metallic silver dress. And yes, I know you can hear me before you see me. And I have already worn this out. It's just the most incredible. Let me see if I can get you in the sunlight. Look at that. Can you see the contrast between the bronze coins? And I know I can hear you going, oh yeah, that's beautiful. I can hear somebody saying, oh my gosh, yeah, Karen, that is gorgeous. Oh, wow. If anybody is saying those words, comment below, because that's going to be like, that shows you how it's like, I can literally hear what you're saying. Beautiful, right? That's how it looks in the sun. You have the contrast of, like I said, the bronze looking coins with the metallic sort of charcoal silver gray of the skirt. It is just, of the dress, it's just absolutely stunning. It has a deep V here and long sleeves with little coins on the bottom of the cuff as well. It's just everything. And it's super long. It's literally pulls on the floor when I'm barefoot. So it's one of those things that I have to be very careful when wearing it so I don't step on it. At the very bottom, it is actually sort of, well, how do I describe it? It's irregular length. It doesn't just go straight across. It almost goes like that. So it's longer on each side. So let me see if you can see there. See? It's just everything. I saw it. I levitated towards it. I didn't pull the trigger the first time around because when I go to vintage places like that, I don't want to miss out on something else and buy too early. So I saw it, loved it, was chatting to the seller. I asked her, could you hold it for like half an hour so I could just whiz around the place? And she said she couldn't. So I just kind of like put it behind a few things. And I said to her, you know what, if it's there, it's meant to be. And she understood. And I came back after going around everywhere and I circled back to the dress and it was there. And I took it back out again from the clothes rack and I put it on at that point. And once I put it on, that was it. I will show you on the screen what it looked like on me the moment that I actually tried it on at a current affair. Like I said, I just took off my suede fringe jacket and I just slipped it on top and I just thought it was beautiful. And I wore that outfit specifically to be able to do things like that. Wearing something thin like a slip skirt with a bodysuit is like the perfect, I want to try things on without taking my own clothes off kind of outfit. So that's something to just bear in mind. If you're ever in like, I don't know, places like that, flea markets, or even just in clothes stores, you know what I mean? If you're just walking into the high street and you're going to a clothes store or department stores even, you know, and you can't be asked to take everything off. You know, comment below if you're like that. Are you like that? Like in me, sometimes you look at something on the rack and you're like, oh, I love that. And you look at your outfit and you're like, oh, I haven't got the time. But if you're wearing something where all you've got to do is take the jacket off, properly shopping, I will just wear a bodysuit. Anyway, so this is the dress. Beautiful. No, it's just, oh, I cannot say enough about this dress. And I know it's as noisy as hell. You can hear me coming and you can hear me walking away. And I know it's one of those dresses and I don't give a crap. And like I said, I've already worn it out. I'll insert some BTS footage here somewhere on the screen so you can see how it looked on me when I was walking around. But it's just the most beautiful, beautiful dress. It gets a lot of compliments when you wear it. And in the sunlight, I mean, look, like I said, it's effortless. It's gorgeous. It reminds me of like medieval kind of queen vibes because of that particular metallic silver, charcoal silver. It's just a really, really special dress. And it's just one of those one-of-ones again. And I love her. Oh my God, it's so, so good. If anyone has been to Egypt, please comment below if you have seen dresses like this. I would love to know if you have, because that's where the seller said that she got it from. And I would love to know, if that is something you have seen when you were there as well. But it is just spectacular. Love it, cannot fault it. And it's just one of those pieces that's going to stay in my wardrobe for a very, very long time. Love. It's the last thing I got from Current Affair. There is one more thing after what I'm going to show you. And I got it from Montalk when I was away last week. So beautiful. And it's by Chloe. So I'm going to show you that last. But sticking to a Current Affair, the last thing, you can already see it. The last thing I got is this cow print coat. It's a lightweight coat. It's just incredible on. I actually thought, this is the back of it. I actually thought that it was pony hair, you know what I mean? Like textured, because it just has that kind of look to it. I'm not sure if you can tell in this light. Maybe it's too blown out, but it just looked like that. And I thought that's what it was. It's collarless and it has like a sort of A-line-y cut to it. I've already worn it on my Instagram. I've worn it on my TikTok. So this is the last place. This is the last place that you lot see anything. It's going to be on YouTube. That's where everything goes first. It's on IG, it's on TikTok. So if you've already seen it there, my apologies, but for showing it here, but I wanted to show it to my TikTok crew. So this is beautiful. Again, it was one of those things, I just took my jacket off and I just slipped it on and I just knew. I'll show you here on the screen what it looked like. It's funny because as soon as I put it on, there were other shoppers who were looking around at other things and they turned and looked at me and went, oh, you have to take that. That coat looks gorgeous on you. You have to take that. You must take it. And I already knew it was just, it's just perfect. I cannot fault this thing. It's super lightweight. It gets so many compliments. I wore it out. What was I doing that day? I forget what I was doing, but I wore it already. And I was out and about and Michael was with me. So we took photos of me wearing it and video as well. And the amount of compliments from strangers on this coat was insane. It's just stunning. I can't explain it. It's just the most beautiful, simple, but statement coat. And if anyone has wanted to toe dip, like I would say, into wearing something like this, my advice is to just wear it with something plain. That's the easiest way, and to dress it down. Jeans and a t-shirt. That's, to me, is the perfect way to wear it. And that's exactly how I wore it. With jeans and a t-shirt and, I don't know if it was ballet flats or, you know, you could wear whatever, something like that. Very, 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 very casual. And that's how I wore it. And that's how I would wear it in general. You could wear like a one color dress, like a slip dress that is in the same colors as this. It could be either a white or a cream, or it could be black, and you wear that underneath. That way this pops. I wouldn't wear this with, because this is such a busy print, I wouldn't team something like this. This is to help you in case you want to shop for something like this. I'm going to find very good similars to this coat and to other things that I've got, so that when I give you these kind of style tips, you can imagine easier how to wear it and style it yourself. And I leave my links not only in the description box, but I also leave them pinned at the top at the comment. The way that I would not wear this is with like a button-down shirt. Anything that's got like a collar with buttons, I think it can read as too much is going on here. I personally just prefer something very plain because it just lets the coat shine. And that's really what it's all about. I wouldn't wear anything metallic under it either. You can, if you really want to play with it. Carrie from Sex and the City wore this look, and I'm going to see if I can find it for you and put it on the screen, where it reminds me of how this was styled under Patricia Field's styling. And it was to contrast this with like an A-line skirt in a print, smaller print, because this is a larger print, wear it in a smaller print and just to wear that underneath it. And it's not in black and white either. I would go with something like a pink or a red, but don't do like Dalmatian prints or anything. Maybe it could be a check, but it's something that's just like the opposite color to this. It could be even a stripe. Do you know what I mean? But that is for people who really are into like clashing and mixing prints. But if not, play it safe, keep it simple, jeans and a t-shirt, simple dress. It's so, so good. Oh my God, it's amazing. And like I've told you before, do you want more ideas on how to style things like this? Go onto Pinterest. I know this is something I told you in my last video that I posted, which is type in cowhide print street style. Always put the word street style at the end and you will see so much outfit inspiration on how to style things like this. So for my last one, I was in Montalk, like I said, and we were there. Montalk is, if you've heard of Hamptons, I'm talking to people who are not in New York, or East Hamptons, we drove there, but we drove out of East Hamptons, kept going. You go into East Hamptons, come out the other end, keep going, keep going, keep going. Literally, if you kept driving, you'd fall off the edge into water. That's how far east we were in terms of America. And we were in a place called Montalk, right there on the tip. And it's just a very quiet, sleepy town, but very fisherman town vibe. And it's very close to East Hamptons, like 10 minutes away. You could like dip in and come back out. And that's what we did whilst we were there last week. And I found a small vintage shop. And I said to Michael, stop the car, stop the car. And I just literally, it was a random find. And I walked in, I think it was called Montalk Vintage. And it was such a cool, charming place. I'll show you here. I think I showed you on, was it on TikTok? I forget. But I'll show you here some images of what it looked like, some video. It's such a cool place. And it showed, and it had such a mixed bag of different things. There was some men's, there was some like plaid shirts. I love a good plaid shirt. I almost bought one, but I thought, no, Karen, you've got enough plaid shirts and we're coming into summer. I don't need a whole bunch of those. Old vinyl records, cool, lots of different clothes, random furniture. And I saw this dress and it was Chloe. I saw the dress first and I loved everything about it. It ticked off all the boxes. It was long, sleeves, V-neck front, and then I noticed it was Chloe. I would have got it anyway. It's just a great find. Here's the back of it. My apologies because it is extremely, extremely wrinkled. So it needs to be dry cleaned and just a good steamed out. So I put makeup on it as well. And I haven't even worn it anywhere and I put makeup on it. I'm so annoyed. It's actually makeup like on the neckline. So I have to get rid of that and right there on the back. But anyway, it's my dress and I will deal with that. So this is the front of it. It probably looks like nothing here, but it is super long. Again, because that's how Karen likes her dresses these days. Well, always has actually. It has a deep front. And it has long sleeves with cuffs, right? So stunning. I wonder who the creative director was at the time that this dress was made. And you know what? It has the original tag from the store. So either the person didn't wear it or they just never took the tag off. And I love when I find something that's pre-loved and it still has the original store tag on. Because that gives you an idea of A, where they bought it from, and B, maybe what the price of it was. But it's part of the history. But unfortunately, it's so worn out, I can't see. All I can see is the size, which is a size 38, and that's it. But this is the tag for it. Can you see? I'm sure you can. But you can't see like what it says because it's super faded. But it's just such a cool dress. It is in a milky kind of cream off-whitey color, very cool tone, not yellow at all. You can see where I got the makeup, maybe not, here and here, but I'm going to use like a Tide pen or just like hand wash this area to get rid of it. I'll probably just do that. But it has like this ruching in the middle where your kind of like your belly button is, which I think is super flattering, and it just goes straight down with that ruching, like a column going all the way down, if you can see. I just think it's the most beautiful, elegant, chic dress. And you know what the best part of it is? Yeah, I know. Even back then, they did pockets. Oh, I should do a compilation video of all the times I have screamed and commented and just been shocked by buying something and being so surprised and in love with the fact that it has pockets. I feel like that needs to be a compilation video. But anyway, this is her stunning, simple back. And I think it zips up on the side. How'd you get this thing on? It zips on the side. I can't remember. Does it have no zips? Oh, it does. Yeah, it has. Well, you can't even see it's a hidden zip, but it has a hidden zip on the side here. Amazing. I have no words for this dress. It is just the most chic, like I said, dress. Something like this, I feel like it's going to just stand the test of time in your wardrobe, isn't it? Because it's so timeless, isn't it? I think it's chic enough to do for like an evening event, but also chic enough to wear for like something just hanging out during the day. I think it's a good year-round dress as well. You can dress this up with heels or down with like just some really chic flats or just chic sandals. I just think it's the most effortless, chic dress and I love it. Didn't I do good in this video? Tell me what you think. But I just thought it was stunning. This Chloe dress was, it was less than 500. It was less than 400 for it. I think it was around 300 or just under. I think it was just under 300 for this dress, which is an absolute steal for Chloe. I'm going to try and dig and find out, like I said, who was the creative director at the time, because it wasn't Stella McCartney back when she was about, what, a decade ago, something like that, maybe more, something like that. It was, I think it was before her. I don't know, but I want to see, because I'm curious myself to know who was the creative director for Chloe at the time. That's just the fashion girl in me wanting to know that. But it's just stunning because I want the satisfaction. That's what it is. I want the satisfaction of being able to like have on my phone a picture of the model wearing it and go, look, because I found it in a vintage shop. But that is the last piece that I got. Let me know what is your favorite out of those pieces. Please comment below. Was it the Egyptian coin metallic dress? Is it the sheer cream dress? Is it this Chloe chic, almost Bianca Jagger 70s dress with pockets? Or is it my cow print coat, which I've already worn and is, I'm so happy I got that coat. Anyway, let me know, especially for me, because I'm a lover of leopard print. You know that leopard print coat that I bought in Paris? I'll see if I can find images of it or video of it here. I love that so much, and it's also collarless, and it sits in almost like a cool way, the way this does. But this is a lighter weight because it's a different material. But I've always been into leopard print. This is my first black and white cow print coat, and I couldn't have found something better. But anyway, I'm done. That is my lot. I wanted to just share with you some gorgeous, gorgeous things that I had picked up recently. Sorry if I'm not sounding very like, as I might normally be, but like I said, I'm trying to just kind of recover from being, you know, sick. And Michael and I, we've both been passing it to each other, like back and forth. So he's coughing and I'm coughing, and I don't want to talk too much in this video either. That's why I'm going to try and make it kind of semi-short and sweet. I probably should have just done a vlog. That way you could just see what I've been up to. Because speaking of what I've been up to, because I'm just going to end with it here. I went to a beautiful event yesterday. I was invited to go to it. It was for Dior, and it was an exhibition of their archive. Their archive, curated by Karine Rothfield, who is such an acclaimed, to me, stylist in the fashion world. And in New York on 28 Pine Street, this is not sponsored, that they invited me to go down with Michael, which was nice. So it was the two of us, to see the opening of the exhibition. And it's going to be in New York this weekend only. So if you're in New York and you want to see some incredible Dior archive, in person, images as well as actual pieces, and it's free. The exhibition is free. Yeah, you can go down there. It ends on Sunday. And that's why I'm going to pop it in this video, because it's a visual feast for the eyes. And I feel like things like this, you usually have to pay to go to, and this isn't that. And it's pieces from just all the previous creative directors going back in time, Maria Grazia, John Galliano. I mean, it's just going backwards in time, all the way back to Christian Dior. So all the way back to Dior himself. And it's all under one roof, and it's beautiful. Also, they're having speakers as well. So it's a time to just sit down and listen to like talks about fashion and stuff. I just think it's so worth it because A, it doesn't cost anything. And if you're into that kind of stuff and just want to like, just have like a visual feast for your eyes, as Carrie would say it, like fashion fed me. I highly recommend going. Why not? I wore this stunning dress by Delcourt. It's beautiful. I love it. I will link it below. I wasn't sure what to wear. I wanted to wear something that was just comfortable because it was almost 90 degrees yesterday, but felt chic as well and not too dressy, but just left a good impression. Do you know, I don't know, I just wanted to strike that balance. So I'm going to show you on the screen what I wore here, and I wore it with my silver flats. These are the ones that I got from Tory Burch. I love those flats so much. And I finished off with my little Lady Dior bag that I got in Paris like about 2 years ago now, 2.5 years ago. and with a little Dior, with my Dior scarf just hanging from it. And that was my vibe, and just simple jewelry that I have. And that was it. Let me know what you think, because I loved the look, and I just thought it just felt very, just simple, comfortable, and I felt very chic. And I wanted to, especially to go to an invite like an invitation like that, because this is my first time ever going to anything by Dior. And there was a panel on stage, and it was moderated by Derek Blasberg, and it was just people from Dior who work in-house, some of them for 20 years, 25, one was for 20 or 25 years, he's worked with Dior. And it was just Derek talking to them about the collection, what it means, why, just everything. And it was just a really nice moment to be there right as Maria Grazia from Dior is leaving. And you got Jonathan Anderson, who's taking over Dior. So it was just a really cool moment to just be at that watershed, right? And to see that collection. So it's like, it's literally a moment in time before they have that incredible change. Because I think that J.W. Anderson is going to really change up Dior a lot. Sorry, I probably shouldn't talk like this on his channel, because I'm not sure how much of you are interested in this, but I am a little bit of a buff when it comes to stuff like this. But I know a lot of you just maybe just want to hear and see the dresses and you're done. But I love talking about stuff like this. So if you do too, then hi, and I'm glad you're still here. But if you're not, then I just talk about more of it on my TikTok and my Instagram instead, and my stories. But I loved it. If you love stuff like that, and like I said, there'll be speakers. June Ambrose is one of the people, like I mentioned. She'll be doing a talk as well this weekend. I don't know what time she's coming on. All I know is that she is one of the speakers, and there are going to be others. But worth it. Definitely go check it out. It's free. 28 Pine Street. Enjoy it. But that is my lot. I'm going to love you and leave you. And I will see you next week, Friday. And between now and then, I will see you on Instagram and TikTok, as I always do. And that's it.